Euh,
Salut les amis, bienvenue sur Colableue. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner si vous êtes nouveau sur notre chaîne et de nous suivre également sur Facebook et Instagram. Et n'oubliez pas de visiter la description de cette vidéo pour plus de détails. Et surtout, abonnez-vous au maximum pour nous soutenir. A bientôt pour de nouvelles vidéos.
Waiting for you, waiting for you. Are you there? Wait. Ah, yes. Yes, is.
Yo,
Ah, ah.
what's up?
You okay?
Yeah, well, you speak too much, my friend.
No,
I
it's Mario.
I watched
You
everything.
nearly fall asleep.
I watched everything. No, it was like some good stuff, man.
Listen, first and foremost, how are you? That's the most important thing. You okay?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. We're
No, but
trying
that's
to do
very
the
important,
best.
you know? What do you
Yeah,
say?
I know. We're trying to do the best, you know. You're home 24 hours, but I'm good. I'm good. How are you? All good?
I'm good, I'm good. How is your family also? Family
Yeah,
good?
good, good. Yeah, they already
No,
knocked
that's
on the door. He said, "Papa, you coming back?" I said, "No, I have to work."
no, I know the feeling. I'm alone actually in Montreal.
Well,
So
in Montreal, you are.
yeah, because you know I'm coaching here, and
Yeah, I know. I
when
thought
everything
maybe you
happened,
came back to go home or something. But that's your
no,
normal.
because I didn't want to get stuck in England just in case they were closing the borders. Then they were closing the borders, but then I had to stay here because let's say the league starts again and the coach is not here.
Of
And then
course.
if I come back, you have to go in quarantine for 2 weeks. So I'm like, I might as well stay here. You never know what can happen.
Of course, of course, of course. It's
You know,
hard. No,
how do
alone.
you occupy yourself?
Bro, I do whatever you do. You train a little bit, and I do stupid stuff. I joke around. You know, I try. There's some days where I go crazy, where I don't want to talk to no one. I think everybody the same. Like there are days where
Yeah.
you're like positive, and there are other days like when it's gonna stop. It's not
Do
easy. It's
you
like
like I said to Mario, do you are you trying to learn something new? You know, for example, he said he didn't like to cook or whatever. Do you try to cook or read or learn a new language? I know you're speaking a lot of different language. I know that for a fact. But it's always good sometimes also to have a bit of time for yourself. Not too
of
much.
course. No,
Not
no,
too
of
much,
course.
but
I think of every negative, there's something positive. You have a lot of time to think about important stuff. I know how to cook already, so I'm lucky.
ah, that's good.
Yeah, but I'm happy even. I have a bit of luxury that everybody can cook in the house, so they all cook, so I don't have to cook. I'm learning Turkish. I used to speak very good.
Really?
Yeah, I used to speak already very good because I grew up with a lot of Turks, but I need to bring it back, so I'm learning the language. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm writing music. I love music.
Really?
Yeah,
What type?
soul, R&B, hip hop. I do everything. I'm
Nah,
writing. Yeah.
I remember when you won the title in Italy. I mean, everyone does remember what you did. That was amazing, man. I was like, because someone sent me the video, right? And I was like, you know, what? And then I was like, wow.
It was a funny story, man, because like 2 months before we won the league,
Yeah.
I had an interview with Gazzetta dello Sport, you know,
Yeah.
the Bible of football. It's called the Bible of football. So they asked Thiago Silva, the defender, you remember? They asked him like, who's the funniest guy in the dressing room? And he's like Prince Boateng because he always sing and dance. So in my interview, they asked like, you always dance the moonwalk. If you win the league, would you do the moonwalk? I say, yeah, of course. You know, it's like 2 months. You never know you're
Yeah,
going to win the
whatever.
league. So the day comes, we win the moonwalk. We do the celebration. So the marketing boss comes to me and say, look at the program. And I say on the top, I say, Prince Boateng moonwalk, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And I was like, what? And I was like, what you mean 5 minutes? He said, yeah, we build the stage. You get the jacket, you get the glove. I said, you crazy? Because in my mind was just, I'm going to go in front of the
Yeah,
fans,
you're gonna
do a
moonwalk.
little moonwalk on the field. That's it. So he's like, no, we're going to make it big. I say, you are crazy. And I was lucky I didn't play because I was suspended. So I had 90 minutes to think about
Oh,
how to
so you were
perform.
fresh.
Yeah, but it was still like 90 minutes in this when you have a pressure is nothing, you know?
No,
So
I know.
I had like 90 minutes to prepare and then this funny thing came out. Yeah, it was fun.
Listen, I always, whenever I see you play, you always you know, well, you have your character, right? I can see, you know, but you like to play with a smile. You always look happy. But for some reason, I'm not having a go at all the clubs that you played for, but when you were in Spain, no, but when you were in Spain, I saw you really happy.
Yeah.
Really,
You know,
I don't know why. Maybe I'm mistaken. You know, when you went, if I'm not mistaken, Las Palmas, right?
Las Palmas,
When you went there, I saw you really, really happy. Like you were really happy there.
you know why? I tell you honestly, because I was at a point in my career where my character or my body, like it was all on a point where it was all in question. You know, everybody questioned me. They were like, is he still good enough? Is he crazy? Because we hear a lot of stories, we see a lot of things, you know?
Yeah.
So I came there without, like, you know, without a target. I just said, like, I want to play football, man. Just want to enjoy the game again. Because, you know, as older you get, football becomes work.
Yeah.
We lose the love a little bit, you know? So I came there. The money wasn't great. I never heard about the place before, to be honest. My agent called me and said, we have Las Palmas. And I said, where's Las Palmas? In Gran Canaria. I said, wow. I said, I go to holidays or I play football. So I just came there and I said, listen, I'm going to show everybody who I am. Like, come on, you know?
Yeah,
So
but that was good. That was good because for some reason I saw a change. I'm not saying that I don't, you know, me, same thing. People used to kill me because I was moody or whatever. I didn't care about it, but I saw a change and I was like, oh, he looks happy there. He looks really happy. What about Barca? Oh.
No, amazing. Yeah, what do you have to say? You know, you've been there, you know how it is, man. It's like to come in my age, I was 32, you know, coming to this big stage one more time again, just to be there was like crazy. You know, when you realize when I signed, they gave me the key of the car straight. On the key was written my name, Prince. I didn't have that for like a long time. Then you do taking the pictures, press conference. I was like, okay, I'm back on the big stage now. Yeah, for me personal, it was unbelievable. Football wise, it was really difficult because you have this.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, listen. It's a special place.
Easy,
you know, when you enter the stadium and you have Mesque on Club.
Yeah.
I always remember when I first arrived there, I was like, okay, Mesque on Club. Like, you know, I was like, yeah, and then once you're inside and you start to understand what this club is all about, it's crazy. Don't get me wrong, huh? You know, I'm an Arsenal fan.
I know,
you know, I'm an Arsenal fan. But you have to respect the club like Arsenal. It's outstanding.
Big level. I remember, like, even me, I didn't play a lot, you know. I walked on the street and people went nuts. They're like, this is a Barcelona player, you know. And still today, people, Puma, please, he's an ex-player. He's not playing anymore. Send me the shoes.
But wait, actually, I'm on the bench now as a coach. I can actually wear them.
It's true.
You see where I go. You see how fast.
Yeah. You're already.
You see how quick I am.
I will be there. Don't worry.
You see how quick I am. Listen. So Mario told me that if I asked you who is the best player that you played with, he said you're gonna say him. But really, is it him?
The biggest potential I've ever seen is him.
Okay. And the best player you played with?
You know, people are going to kill me all the time for this, but to be honest, there are three. But it's even depending on the position. It's always hard. You know how it is. You play with a lot of amazing players. The best I played with is Messi, okay? Because it's different. You see him against you, and then it's different. You see him in training what he can do. You know.
I know.
There's another one is Ibrahimovic. He's like on the level, you know, because he's the same. He can play alone. Then you have, like Mario said, Pirlo. Come on, you cannot. You know, that's why I changed so many people. I played with so many players. It's so difficult. But if you say one who can every game make you win a game, and I played with him, is Messi.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a tough one for me. Okay, I give you the difference. So for me, Messi is, for me, I always joke about that, obviously. But Messi is not human for me. I always said I've seen him doing stuff that are not physically possible. Just, like one day he scored a goal. And I paused and I went, it was a goal against Malaga. I think we won 6-1 at home. I always talked about that goal. He goes inside, and on the same step before he puts his leg down. You will understand that. So, full speed. Okay, full speed. And he stops on his left foot here. So, normally, you're like this. You have to put your foot back down on the ground. If not, you're going to fall. But when he did this, he touched it again in the air. I was like, if I do that, I'll I'll do my cruciate ligament.
And he does it with one leg.
That's what I'm saying. He went
yeah, but his right foot, he never uses it. You know, can you imagine?
No, that's what I'm saying.
If he would have two legs, come on. He's a one-legged player.
Also, you know, left-footed players are always more beautiful to watch.
Always.
Why? Because
I know that. It's so
no, but why? Because if the ball goes on your left foot, you pass the ball with your left foot.
Yeah.
So the repetition of touching the ball and doing exercises only with one foot makes it go further. We all come from my left, I play my left.
Exactly.
They go like this.
They go like this.
So it looks beautiful. Obviously, you pass it straight, your body stays straight. You pass it with your left foot. Doesn't look as nice.
I always wanted to be a left foot. Always.
It looks beautiful. They look nice.
Like, look, all the left footers. You remember Recoba? Bro.
You remember how you used to strike that ball?
It looks, when I strike it like this, it doesn't look, it's the same goal, but it doesn't look the same.
No,
it just looks like I put so much effort in it, you know, and he's just boom.
What about Roberto Carlos?
Oh my God, just leave it. How he controls the ball.
Rivaldo.
He was one of my favorite players when I grew up.
I've never seen. You remember when he used to shoot, his two legs used to go in the air.
Yeah, how?
And I was like, he used to strike the ball and his two, and I'm like,
no,
what? No, listen, I've seen so many.
Yeah, so
many great guys, so many. It's just crazy. I just wanted to ask you that because to go back to the question I asked you, for me is very important because I saw you really, 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 really happy there. It's funny actually. I'm talking about obviously, so you're happy in Las Palmas. And obviously in Barcelona for the reason that we know. But how was Frank Ribery in Fiorentina?
What a guy.
He can play.
Know? Yeah, what a player. Oh my God. You know, that's why I said there's so many players.
Frank is good.
Frank is another one. If he has a good day, he plays alone. You know, and he's so strong. You don't know that. To get the ball from him, he has all his strength on his leg. You cannot, he looks small, whatever. He's so strong. And I play against him since 10 years. Like when I was in Hertha. Yeah, and I always played against him with Schalke, with Frankfurt, with Hertha, with Dortmund, you know? And we always had, we were never friends before. We knew each other, what's up, a lot of respect. And now then when he came, and I always knew how he is because even my brother in Bayern, he always told me like he's such a good guy, he's fun, he always laughs, he makes jokes. So when he came now to Florence, we were in the hotel, in the same hotel, so we were 24 hours together. And you can just imagine how much we were laughing. And on the field, he's just a leader, even when not talking, you know.
Listen, he's the type of guy that first and foremost will put a good atmosphere in the dressing room.
Yeah.
He's a winner. He's a winner. That's very important. He will do whatever for you and the team to win. And he likes to share. That's the thing I like the most with him.
Biggest heart ever. Biggest heart I've seen in football. Biggest heart.
He likes to share, and that's contagious.
Yeah.
You know, he's apart from obviously being a great player, and as you said, you know when he waits for you to come and he puts his leg. And you think that you're gonna move him?
Get in the gym right now. I always say that.
You're not moving him.
He's like, boop.
You're not moving him. It's impossible. Listen, why the change? By the way, why the change? Why did you come to us with Puma?
No, because first of all, there's a good story behind. Because Puma wanted me already 2010 at the World Cup in South Africa. They were pressuring because we were sponsored. Ghana was sponsored with Puma.
Yeah.
So they were pressuring, but I still had a contract with this other brand. I don't want to say because otherwise they're gonna kill me. So I was like, when I was a kid, young, it was always Nike, Nike, Nike. You know, even you, like, listen how I remember you.
Why?
Bro, you have no idea what an inspiration you were for my family. Like my older brother, my younger brother, all my friends. You have no idea. I never told you because we never had the chance to talk.
Wow.
You made something. You brought something out in football. Maybe you don't even know, but maybe you know. The socks over the knees. Okay? That's something. And the mercurial vapor. I know Puma is going to hate me now, but that's history, guys. That's a legend. And it could be even the Essex. You had Essex, right?
Essex, no.
Reebok,
I won't say the name.
right.
Yeah.
You even made Reebok look unbelievable. Because I swear.
But, you know, let me tell you something. When I arrived in England, and I had my socks over my knees, whatever, I used to get hammered.
Of course.
Because they used to call me a ballet dancer. Look at him, he thinks he's gonna dance. And I used to have, in England, you know how it is, I used to have gloves with short sleeves.
Yeah.
So they were like, what is it? And I wasn't scoring goals, by the way. I just first arrived. They were like, what is this guy? And then suddenly, like I said, I'm a bit stubborn like that. I was like, no, I always put my socks over my knees. That's not going to change the way I play or what people think. So I kept it, you know, and I didn't even think about it.
You made the story of football. I tell you, you made with this style, you made the story of football. Maybe you don't realize, my son, he's 6 years old. My other son, who's going to be 12, that's what they do. Because they see it from me, they see it, but you were the first, you know? You were the first.
Well,
you put the socks
technically, I'll tell you. The first one, because I took it from someone.
Okay.
Sonny Anderson
okay.
was the player when he arrived playing from Servette de Genève to Marseille.
Yeah.
First game on TV, he had these socks over his knee. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And then he came to Monaco. So I was playing as a youngster in Monaco. So I kept the style, and I couldn't change it.
Because he was not so big like you know?
No, I know what you mean, but I still, you know, it's still him, the first I saw. And then because as you know, when you play in the Premier League, it goes places. You know, when you play in the Premier League, it's the Premier League.
That's what I mean. That was a moment what I will always remember. And then this was like the time where they wanted me Puma already. So come back to the discussion. So was it like a year ago or something? They contact me again. We sit down and we had the same language. So it was quick. We said, I like this. Yeah, Puma. Yeah, let's work together. And we wanted to work on the racism thing, you know. So
for sure. Yeah.
Something big, not only sports.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you something. I've seen some funny videos with you and the family. With you and the family. No, it's good. You know, I'm not that active on Instagram, you know, but I kind of look, and you guys, I have to say, you guys are making me laugh.
Yeah, we try to have fun, you know, because how I told you, there are moments where you're like, oh my God, it's getting so long. You just try to, even if I can like have people smile for a minute of the day, I did.
You're right.
You know? So we can use this social media, 3 million, 4 million people, whatever, to really maybe make a little change, you know. So that's what I'm trying to do. And we always do things like that anyway, so why don't share it, you know?
I have one last one. Maybe it's a touchy subject, and I'm sure you must have said it before so many times. Why Ghana and not Germany?
That's a tricky one.
No, I know it's a. I know.
No, but it's simple, you know. If you're like me, like you are, we're all mixed race, you know. We're two sides. And when you're young, you don't really know. Even if I was born in Germany, you don't really know who you are. So that's why a lot of like we have all some not problems, but we have questions. You know, we always think.
Yeah, yeah. You're trying to find yourself out.
Exactly. No. So I didn't feel German 100%, and I didn't feel Ghanaian 100%. So then football.
You mixed anyway. You're both.
Of course, but I know a lot of mixed race people who were born in Germany. They feel German 100%. You know, they're like German. So others maybe they feel more Nigerian, Ghanaian, Cameroon, whatever. So I always was in the middle, not knowing 100% what I was. Then football came and opened me the door to play for Germany, and I was proud. And I was like, yes, I will play for Germany. I was proud to hear the national anthem, whatever. So as I got older, and I kept my brain the way I was. I always say what I think, and I always want to prove my point, whatever. It was not so welcome, you know. Let's put it like that, because I always said no, but it's like this, and the coach said no, it's like this, and the coach, of course, he's right, but I want to prove my point.
Yeah.
So there came a point where I thought, okay, maybe I will not make it to the number one team, you know, to be the national player of Germany, because it doesn't have to do any more with qualities.
Yeah, no, I get it.
My character doesn't fit, so I choose to play for Ghana. And tell you honestly, it was like one of the best decisions I did in my career, because to go home to see your roots, to see different culture, you know, had the chance to play 2 World Cups, like it gave me a lot.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yesterday I saw on Sky France against Italy was
the 2006.
No, was
98.
No, it was European champion, I think.
Oh, 2000, the final.
Exactly. What a team, France. Oh my God.
And Italy.
Yeah, but your team was like cheat code on FIFA, bro. Your team was cheat code. You had Thuram, you had Laurent Blanc.
Everybody.
What a team. I saw the game, because now they show all the old games.
Yeah, no, everybody. Listen, it was great. Yeah, I had the chance, and obviously worked ever so hard to be able to be part of that team. But you need to be also lucky to be in a good generation, you know.
Yeah.
Because if it's not a good generation, it's a tough one. And we were all good players that arrived together almost in their prime.
Yeah.
And so the mix was
Lizarazu. What a player, Lizarazu.
No, forget about it. Zizou, Lizarazu, Deschamps, Pat Vieira, then Vieira right after.
Vieira in Arsenal was one of my favorite players. Vieira.
Oh, listen, Patrick Vieira, I'm going to tell you one thing. First and foremost, the amount of time that player, he won't say it, I will say it. He couldn't walk.
Yeah.
No joke. He couldn't walk. I'm looking at his knee. His knee looked like my head, and I have a big head. So just imagine how his knee must have looked like.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, "You gonna play?" And he looked at me. It's like, "Of course I'm gonna play." I'm like, Then the ref blow the whistle, and he's everywhere. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, every single game. And Patrick is the only player that I know that when the game is too easy, he doesn't want to play.
Yeah.
Normally, you know, guys, when the game, you 1-0 up, 2-0 up, you start to showboat, you come to the ball, you give me the ball. Patrick wanted to play properly when we were losing, battle, 1-0. When the game became too easy, he lost his mind. He lost his concentration. He's the only player. I played with a lot of holding midfielders.
Yeah.
He's the only player that I think that could have played alone in midfield.
Yeah, he's a beast.
And he could defend and attack.
His long legs, when he pushed the ball,
style, dribble, goal,
you couldn't stop it. His long legs, he just walked on top of you.
Patrick was just, for me, you know, we use the word animal a lot.
Yeah.
He was an animal. Technique, power. You want to fight, he's there. You want to play, he's there. You know,
complete.
Whatever you want, he was there. He was just amazing. But we had a good generation. Listen, we had a good generation. Yeah. We also learned a lot. when we went abroad.
Yeah.
Because that's where the mix was good, because we were all obviously grew up in the French academy.
And
then
everybody left.
Brought
their experience in the team.
Exactly. The French academy, the way they teach you how to play is one of the best in the world for me. I will be biased, but when you look at every year, you always have like 4, 5, 6 players that are coming from France, and you're like, wow, how? All the time.
Crazy.
But when we went abroad, that added in the mix of what we became, that generation.
You know why?
So, yeah.
You know why even? I'll tell you, because there are a lot of like street players.
Oh yeah, no, but that goes without saying.
Yeah, but that France, they're like the real street players. When I look back in the day, when I played with the national team under 15, under 16 with Germany against France, bro, come on, they were street players. They learned the tactics. They learned a little bit to defend and do all this. They were street players, and that's what you go abroad. You get the tactics, you get the experience, and you bring that all back to the national team. Look all of them now.
Listen, there is something, it's true. If you're from, especially, I'm going to be biased because I'm from the suburb of Paris.
Yeah.
And when you look at the players that came out of the suburb of Paris, you will freak out.
Yeah.
Because in the suburb of Paris, there is that it's a bit everywhere, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But in the suburb of Paris, you get it a bit extra, the street game.
Of course.
With being vicious, being dirty a bit, technical, you get kicked, you can't talk.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because even you play with 15, I was 15, I played against 38-year-old. You know? You
can't talk.
Exactly.
You cry or you talk, you don't play the day after.
Go home, man.
You're 13, you step on that field, everybody have the same rules. Exactly. You're going to get kicked, you're going to get whatever, and it is where it is. And that, I would say, will form you. This is something that is a bit lost a bit now. It's coming back with a five-a-side and
I always say that.
And all those tournaments. But I'm talking about your neighborhood against my neighborhood.
Exactly.
Just for a pizza. Or that's what it was. Or tomorrow you bring the water. That's what it was. Tomorrow you bring the water.
Bring the water, yeah.
Just to bring the water. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, so you give everything.
Listen, I always say, I grew up like that. It is what it is. People love when I say that. But if I play against my dad, if I play a game against my dad, if I have to elbow him in the face, I will elbow him in the face.
Of course.
Then I would bring him to the hospital and be sorry. But as long as you're on the other team,
of course,
and I want to win that pizza, oh, it's on.
Yeah. Same with me when I played against Jerome, bro. I don't care. They ask me always like, "Is it special?" Of course, it's special. We play on the best level in the world of football. But if I have to like tackle him or elbow him, whatever, I will have to do it. He's my opponent. Afterwards, we shake hands, we hug, it's finished. But in the game, he cannot be my brother, you know. Of course, it's normal. He was always in the bigger team, so he always won. You know, I was always
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, he was with Germany, Bayern Munich all the time. You know.
No, I know.
He came to me after the game. Oh, brother, hug me and say, "Leave me alone, man. Go away."
Yeah, of course, you're not supposed to be happy.
Yeah, you always win.
We'll talk later. No, you're right. Listen, I'm gonna let you go back to the family. Oh, you spoke a lot.
No, not so much, bro. Come on.
No, thank you for that, man. Thank you for the honest answers. I know the one about Ghana wasn't an easy one, but thank you for sharing this time with me. Be safe and your family too, man.
Thank you. You too, brother. And if you need a number 10 in Montreal, just give me a call.
Hey!
No, I'm joking.
Don't get me in trouble.
Okay. Bro, talk to you.
See you. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye, bro.